former club yesterday, but you're asking so much of him here. 5 players on the other side looking to take the timing. Spots the first, dinks the second, and hang around a little longer than Heretics would have liked. Rotation is late from Profek. All eyes on Sociable as it stands. Wants the lineup, gets it, and it's a 1 versus 1.
It's against Profek as well, a player who's been so good all year.
And out he comes from the rafters! BBL onto Reans. It's not the spike plant denied or the life taken.
Miniboo's picked up the Marshall, so yeah, let's not count this round out just yet. A brilliant shot onto Profek.
Absolutely, flank was considered for just a moment, but there doesn't feel like all too much time to make this a reality for BBL. Yampi reloading gives away the Q. 2 players pushed up on him.
Yeah, and he's already got the
second.
Yeah, doesn't realise. And Rienz is going to be able to pick up that Bulldog. The trade's working through for BBL at the moment. And well, Sociable straight on to the spike. Boo denies it. And with 41 points of health, all he wants to do is try and play upset. Doesn't want to allow Magnum to fully defuse, and he needs to be careful, or it's going to be a Team Heretics.
Yampi's now checked out of A. Magnum caught in transition, so all focus on the players on site, and well, Profek has one. It's not eased up the pressure all too much. Still though, Heretics biding their time, not happy to execute just yet.
They have the option to escape towards that A side of the map if they really want to. BBL now have all 3 remaining players towards this side. That shot, unluckily, doesn't take out Miniboo, but he only has a Marshall, so that's not really one of the main players that you want to find.
30 seconds
now Heretics do elect to take up that A site option. Lots of ground still for them to cover with the time bank wearing thin. Resource they're starting to run out of. BBL making the same move, and Yampi's won the foot race. Still has a shot here to interrupt.
Yeah, that he does, but that Molly's going to deny him any further space. Shot in, but won't be able to get that classic out in time. Benji's done well to protect the spike, and Team Heretics' engagement where Levin sees the barrel, doesn't capitalise. Too many bodies to try and hit, but it's Profek and Magnum who come out on top. Still, we end up evening out at a 2-on-2.
Back into the retake. Those 2 players involved in the B mid-round now have to make their reprisal. Shotgun delay for a little bit longer from Yampi, and it's a very reserved plant that Heretics end up with. Benji still on 2 mollies though.
Not a lot of utility to try and come back in with, but instead Yampi's rifle's good enough. Boo now knows exactly where the silver player is, but doesn't know about the second. That's why he's worried about screens, but the spam is good enough, and so is Yampi. BBL will even out the round count.
An important round for them, should end up a true 5v5 retake.
Hunter's Fury ripped straight away, not going to be used to try and deny a lockdown. And, well, body's being hit. Magnum gets the next. It's still an advantage towards BBL, and it continues to be. The lockdown denied on Benji Fishy. Oh, what a spam!
Okay. And that makes things in. Way back to Levin, who's approaching from behind as quickly as his legs may carry him. The recon has denied the spike plant. Still Levin undetected. Rien's committing to it out in the open, Turk on Turk. The peak taken by Levin, and that's the round win for BBL.
It's counter through that Viper's pit as Heretics try to brute force their way through B. But where's Miniboo? He's all the way in at Snowman.
Yeah, TP lineup into the back line, now sending another one towards yellow, and he's back with the rest of his team. Like a thief in the night, BBL have had one of their biggest assets to these retakes taken away. Profek's still alive, and of course there are ults to fall back on here, but Heretics want to use some of their own.
Yeah, it looks like Magnum's trying to get it half very quickly, and he's done it. And BBL have got a couple of picks off the back of it. Yampi on the flank just misses out on Rienz. What is going on?
Everyone's detained.
And now only 1 player onto the spike. Profek caught out, and the other 2 come online. Levin with the blades, drops into the back line, catches players off guard, but Boo's there and wins this round. As Yampi's so deep in jail and no way out as Wook goes to clear him out. Levin's there for the trade, and BBL still keep that advantage.
Something that they improved on massively from series to series against Heretics was being able to build on those advantages, and in this round, coming in with next to nothing, hoping that Profek's
favor of BBL.
Numbers and that positioning that I was talking about. Profek still safeguarding long.
Well, still Benji in towards Kitchen, looking to be the one that's going to be a win condition. Boo found out and under pressure, can't keep himself alive, and now it's up to Benji Fishy. A player who historically has been good for a clutch, comes up once again! Only Levin to try and deny. He's crouched, waiting for the player to peek him, but tries to get the spiked half at least. Benji needs to peek out. Levin knows this, waiting for the opportunity for the fight and gets it. Is there enough time for Levin? There certainly is. Heretics though, waiting for their chance, and well, footsteps being given away and the utility now coming in, but there's players sitting in key corners. Sociable's just burning away in the molly, hoping that he doesn't get cleared, and I think he's just going to die here. He is! Didn't try to move, but Levin's got two of his own, and there's just Sheriffs left on this site as Profik and Yampi try to pick up the round. Undetected. Profik through the back of sight, Benji peeks out, manages to keep himself away from Profik's crosshair and does a 1 versus 3 for the captain now. And he knows there's too many angles to try and approach.
So many players to clear out. Benji's wrapped around.
And he sees the head, wins it out. I don't think the players are in the right spot here. From the long angles, yeah, sure, reveal, but Yampi has a spot in which he can sit in comfortably. The shot good, and Rian Sheriff better. Team Heretics.
30 seconds left.
First volley already opened, the second to follow it. Rian's shot darting the site to make any further clearance, but we've hit the 20-second mark, and now time starts to become a bit more of an issue. BBL looking to dissuade this one with their numbers.
No way.
2 shots from Yampi! Clean as you like, but still more required. 10 seconds now. Magnum in backside. Entrenched in this position with Sociable in support. Needs the quick trade on Boo as it's a 1v1. Has the time to stick the plant. Sociable wants to deny, he can't. Pulls off and Sociable! Position to make the most of where they stand. 2 bodies sightwards. Yampi has his reveal again. This time it is broken.
Boo vulnerable up, and Milk looks like BBL have got a shooting gallery to work with. Mini Boo left to try and collect the spike as well. Next engagement goes Profik's way and BBL's.
Finally, previous round when Heretics went 5 versus 4. This one attempting to be opened up with a set piece from the timeout, and now BBL start to investigate themselves. Pre-fire through the jail, but it's Sociable who cracks down! 3 players removed and sent their marching orders. BBL set up for the 7th, into the next rifle. I said it was going to be Wu, it has to.
No other option,
30
right?
seconds left.
I don't think he's got any ways of escape realistically here to save that rifle. And you look at it. The economy for Heretics is completely broken after this. 4 players on 0 and Woot on 50.
That's literally Sentinel still alive.
You should run.
Toxin's up. You expect the lockdown here. Maybe I want to fight it.
Yeah, Profik sticking around, looking to take early lines of sight, but time now getting low. Maybe stuck around too long as Profik's now going to get caught offline. Is able to at least get his opposite number. So no more smoke screen. And Sociable towards the backlines.
In behind, up on belt.
Yep, here he goes. Swings out. Benji's aware of it. And now so are Heretics. Pushed into Magnum. A great series yesterday and a great challenge right now, which he's up to. That will be it for B.
Pistol could be everything, but Woot is right under their nose and swiftly removed. Rian's the only one in the feed right now. One of those few sheriffs that Heretics do have.
Yeah, the BBL swarm hasn't stopped, and Magnum just standing up for the next engagement.
Backs off. Bated breath. BBL move into post. Still Boo late to arrive, and the captain on the other side has stuck the dart to the chest.
Spike planted.
One of the retaking players.
No utility for the defense either, so this is just straight up gunfights.
And BBL really just want to get right in and amongst it, puff their chest and show a bit of swagger in this situation. Lined up towards spawn side, it's ill-advised. Benji at the double, Sheriff finding value, Yampi in striking range on a couple of these targets. He's got all 3 and out of the...
For Heretics, they need to be careful, and look at how aggressive Heretics right now are being up B long as the push comes in.
Levin to lead the line as he so often does. 2 smokes floats through, Sociable by his side. Profek in behind, but Yampi would be enough, and it looks like he's going to full clear Garage the opposite way around here. As Woot is resolute. Oh, the reload! His positioning favours in the end. Profek with work to do, and getting his hands dirty! Profek! Quad kill, and Heretic's chances evaporate before our very eyes. So much work from Woot done there. I mean, it felt unfortunate for Yampi, but Profek has done his job, and he'll get an ace for his troubles.
And now,
when they played here last.
brute forcing their way through, but is that the right idea? Because Heretics, once again, managed to find themselves just ahead of BBL.
Clearance from Yampi in the site, but as you say, there's an advantage in numbers here for Heretics and players, bodies up close.
And, well, the fight's not going their way either. BBL maybe a little bit too disrespectful.
13-5 scoreline against Heretics. It looks like back on track, but Profek, surely not. That's the first.
Trigger discipline.
How many more does he want? He's not going to get it.
20 seconds left. Rien's looking to try and support Woot here. He's only got a sheriff. Remember, one bullet is enough. I can't believe
the mental fortitude feels a lot stronger. There's just something different about this team.
Yeah, and I think the big one is maturity, right? The fact that they're able to play off one another, the fact that they're able to pick each other up from bad performances. Remember where the spike is, this is just two players on the hunt for kills at the moment, and Miniboo.
Footfall towards middle, Miniboo here again.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, here's the next one gone. Magnum did win half of all clutches attempted yesterday.
But that is a little easier when you've only had 4 attempts, I suppose. But yeah, those 2 clutches, huge in influencing the direction of a series. This one would just feel more like a backbreaker. And I tell you what, Magnum, be an ace if he could do it. Get the plant in here. Not on the lockdown just yet, they're going to peek him. Oh, Magnum! So at least in delaying, because BBL aren't the quickest in the uptake.
And you know Rien's has the lineups as well. And well, that's exactly what BBL have done. Tapped the spike, got out. Levin has been forfeited though in the meantime. And it's starting to get low. And there's not a whole lot of utility here for BBL when you look at the belts.
Has Sociable been heard? That's the question. Oh, Benji overlooks it, but the flick makes up for the whole situation, and now it's a 3-on-3.
This is getting worrying. Having to deposit the Viper's Pit as well. BBL are pushing everything to this.
Magnum in the corner, does find one back, but he's estranged, out on an island, trying to shovel his way out of trouble, and puts Benji in the sand instead. On ice, Heretics hanging in there for their final chance before map point. Rian's trying to do so much in this situation, but it is...
What they do, Levin is the one leading the charge. The dash about to expire, and Updraft instead, and gets a kill for it. Yampi doing even better. BBL look to be on the final charge to win out Icebox, the first map against Heretics, like they did in the last series that they played against them, but not as if there was some resistance. But it's futile. BBL know exactly what it takes to win out against Heretics on Icebox, and there's just one more target to find. It's Benji Fishy.
Lockdown in play though, makes things interesting. Denied by Yampi, that's one less.
That is, and well, Sociable gone as well. Surely not Benji. A player that could show up, but doesn't here. BBL win map number 1!
As they did the last time these two... Such a strong site for Heretics. BBL immediately sending it towards this side of the map though. Rian's to follow things up. He's on the other side of the door here. Sheriff in hand. Missed shots. Uncharacteristic. BBL trampling the players on site. Quick punish, but Rian's keeps them in it.
Yeah, and Spike down now, and there's so many bodies here for Heretics to work with.
BBL in post, you expect them to fight on the front foot, and here they have to. Do a quick sidestep from stairs, dodging the paranoia, and it's all on Boot. 2 versus 1, his position revealed, and BBL,
and they are so unsettled. Levin all the way on stairs, still not found, And the trade's looking so good, but Boo comes out to rescue them.
This different look from Heretics in terms of how they want to fight B main. It's the deep cam from Benji. Doesn't look like he's gone for the one-way lineup, which he has. It's the more regressed version of it. Fight back from Heretics, but it's onto BBL's doorstep. They kept the space and they hold on to it.
And now it's just Boo all alone, and he's been found. Has 2 TPs, sure, but he has no line of sight to make that attempt. BBL open up A.
Benji taking his traps, packing up his stuff and getting ready to sit in Boathouse for the next 45 seconds. But they do play expansive Valorant.
They do, and they've got Sociable so deep in towards B main just in case, but Re-Ends makes the first impact on towards the BBL numbers. It's Profit that goes.
Still fighting this BBL. Oh, even invested on the round.
Yeah, need to be careful. As, well, Team Heretics close to the site, but Sociable still not identified. Finally is, and both remaining players have a gun to work with. Oh, Yampy can't quite get onto the second, and Mr.
Towards Market instead, he has now been cut from position. Profek in the meantime trying to disrupt, but caught by Wu. And now there are further problems for BBL.
There's still an ultimate to be used, and it's been ripped straight away.
Going for the fight, in towards Spawn, out into the cage, Levin let loose. Benji dropped and Wu is low. From main, he must hold up his end of the bargain. Yampy still the wedge between the lines of offense as the attack continues its push up against Wu. He will be taken down towards the B site. But with Magnum in the meantime finding a kill, we are held at a pause for just a moment. Only Benji here on B now. BBL feeling a little more comfortable to play Chase.
Yeah, but we know his Sheriff's good. We've seen an ace from it before.
An ace against BBL, no less, but that was on Sunset. And that was a different day, a different story. BBL building up this early lead with little issue against the Ecos. That was where they struggled on Icebox. Who's got to pull a worldie out of nowhere to stop the same happening here.
Yeah, with a Marshall as well. You have to take a moment to get ready for the next shot. And BBL giving nothing away to the captain of Heretics.
Absolutely not! Nice first shot from Boo. GX, but BBL a different beast entirely. Quick incision. Yampy still hanging around. Here is Mini Boo, the statement of intent.
Yeah, the ultimate. Oh, the fake actually working out, blinding one of the players, and Heretics overpowering the site, leaving Yampy's luck potentially without any value. And that's exactly the case. They set
a warning you saw on the replay with the Nightfall, how instantly effective those salvos can be from Sociable. But here, Levin removed first. Yampy's closed the gap.
Look, out a shot, taking the players off guard. Wow! You know just how good he is. How good Heretics can also increase the pace of BBL as they look to hit in towards A. 11 caught out by a trap, and there's bodies here for Heretics when they want to retake. Ultimate used straight away, the Hunter's Fury, and it's even got value.
Oh, second tag onto Levin's huge.
That is massive. Spike going down now though, and that could be the go button press for Heretics. But no, wait a second, they're waiting to see what Wood gets.
And waiting to see what exactly it is BBL are going to do, because you expect them to go knocking, and here they are at the door.
Yeah, that they are. Door broken, ready to go. Bodies lying in wait. Crosshairs ready. Woot though gets caught off guard. In towards the site. It leaves Sociable. Sure, he has the ultimate available, but he won't be able to use it. The harsh point about this, the fact that Levin is used as a potential red herring. Instead though, BBL have found an avenue that Yampy could potentially work with through short.
Problem is, there's no players on site, and with BBL now moving away from this one, time continues to dwindle. Yampy actually just asking for the regroup through tree, but if he goes down early, the whole thing falls. The veil, the illusion, has swiftly been removed.
As professional from Heretics, then that's 2 bodies late to the party. And everybody just looking towards the short push out, where Boo will be the one to knock them.
Places, the null command is coming in, the suppression denying, up to their knees in utility, but still Heretics thriving. BBL finally respond through the rafters. breaks for a 3-on-3.
Yeah, but Heretics still taking their time with coming back into this one. They want everybody to be ready to go, and it's short where they look first.
Deep drone used, sociable down, so no more ults for them to fall back on here, BBL. The knife was the heads up in towards short, but there's nobody looking in that direction from BBL right now. The door's been broken and still Magnum facing the wrong way. Yampy remaining resolute towards Jen, but where's their... Whoa! He steps out of the shadows on either side of this. BBL with the investment of util, but Benji plays in front. 2 quick headshots. Magnum and Levin needing more of the same and getting it done to a certain extent. Still, Heretics will be thinking much the same. They're waiting for this push to come in, but blindsided by it, sociable strikes. Magnum trying to creep out of trouble and will just about get away.
Now look at the time, we're 20 seconds left, having to use the paranoia to get a safe space, which will work out for the utility to come straight back in as used.
Minibu still one more flash to potentially set up his brother. Between the two of them, so much work to still be done. Magnum's got the one and Minibu is down to 5 HP. His contribution so far in this map overshadowed by BBL and maybe by Sociable here.
Flick on towards Levin on dice, but still trying to roll the dice of BBL, and unfortunately Hell cleared out, so that spike will go down without any issue.
Spike planted.
Heretics, man advantage, A site post plant, seen it a few times already, but this one the best chance that they've had yet. In terms of that util for BBL, a little bit left in the reserves.
There.
Yeah, but it's a key phrase that you used there, a little bit, right? Not a lot. Whoa! No way!
No way.
Magnum's done it, brought it into the realms of possibility. It's just his sheriff that's done it alone, but Minibu bats it away, tries to get an angle on towards the Euro and finds it.
Position
it's
of
just
Boo.
up against Boo. That paranoia will hit onto the spike. Magnum goes. What was that?
Now,
It's still a big swing round, and Sociable somehow found a position in which to work with. The paranoia was good, but it still allowed Minibu to find 4, and just one more for an ace. A classic in which he tries to attempt it, and well, it'll be Benji to finish a position though, and I think Heretics are aware.
oh, that's the step from Magnum, but nobody's turned their head. Still no response. Yampy no knife yet. He's just going to go ahead and break the trap, but they're ready for them on site, ready to receive BBL.
Yeah, that they are, but remember, with Heretics popping out, it's the time that's the big issue. They don't have time to clear these corners! And that will allow BB... The Heretics could win it. The cam just misses out on Magnum though.
Disgusting position. I don't know if he popped up on the radar, but Magnum's still getting one, and now Panic Station. Sociable is forced to invest his ult. It has cut off the lifeline. The spike in the hands of Rians as time continues to tick on down. Players on the site, Levin elsewhere, 2 versus 4, effect.
Yeah, but look at Sociable's timing, brilliant. But it's up to Prophet to really hold things down. He's the one that's full of health. And the spike down on the ground. It's looking like this will be BBL to get out of the woods. He's sent forward, and the bodies as well. Prophet and Sociable are completely trying to assault in towards this attack, but both players are stuck in the corner, and it'll be Sociable and Prophet found.
Counter flash from Yampy wins one more fight, but his utility belt is now empty. He's the last player left on B.
Yeah, but look, the support's coming in. The reinforcements of Levin and Magnum. I'll deny the next push out.
They're still looking for a ball, still trying to fight this.
Yeah, they know that they want to.
They've run out of utility to go in with though, and oh, Yampy! That's the spike that he's dropped. The rest of the players cut off.
Yeah, and the players have to fight back. But Levin's there to win it. And
Yampy's out in mid while we take a moment. Heretics have no respite, nowhere to go.
Spike down.
These fights from BBL, you would never think that they would take them, but just playing around with what we know to be possible seems to be the answer to send them on their way to finally get past Heretics.
they'll know that there's players here. The HUD doesn't reveal them, but the C's did. There's a skill through mid, but Heretics completely unlock the A site. It's Sociable to pick up against 4.
Heretics shoot in to at least arrive at the 9th round as you expected. Way behind schedule, but there are rough waters they need to traverse. Otherwise, A drop down to the lower bracket with Fnatic hanging about in there amongst other teams looking to push for their own qualification to Paris. We know that Heretics have really stepped up in the mental game, and this will be...
So the Spike looking to head this way as well.
Still numbers here for BBL though. It's both the Op and the Odin.
The operator holds it down on towards A main, but the Odin gets the first onto Miniboot through shot. Still though, Heretics need to wade their way through, and as you say, team time a big component here. And the utility somewhat hitting and allows a little safe space for the Spike to get down.
Nothing to get back in on though if you're BBL. Profex found a kill, but the utility won't be there. That's where Heretics have the jump, or at least they did.
Big Hunter's Fury to be ripped onto heaven, but it's not found any hits whatsoever. So look at BBL. They're going to try different avenues.
Oh.
A TP onto top site, and oh, Prophet just couldn't quite get his gun out in time. A 2 versus 2 in which to try and work with. And Levin has a rifle in his hands. The time is really starting to tick away now, and a crossfire which both players can work with. And Riang's there to find his fourth.
Now Heretics taking a page out of BBL's book. This is a pacey A-take.
It is, but is it an A-take that's really going to work, right? Because there's already early damage, and there's so many bodies here for BBL.
There is, and then back into the retake. You think of the tools, the weapons might not be there, but a bad worksman would blame them. Levin has exactly what he needs, blade in hand.
Oh, but he's caught by a trap and spammed out. Actually, it's the trap that's got the kill. And Heretics have dealt a blow to BBL's retake here. Ticking low, a trap in B main for the Spike to try and get through. And Levin just lying in wait, drops the Spike. BBL in prime opportunity to win out the series right now, and a chance to put themselves in the best possible spot to qualify to champs.
For BBL, their dream is all but